Time to wake up and head on over to 30milesout.com. Welcome to 30 Miles Out, Kayak Fishing TV. Miles Out is presented by Unfair Lures Designed to the Gills and by Mariner Sails, Wind and Paddle Sports.
Good morning, What Nation, and welcome to Aransas Pass, Texas. I've got all my rods lined up, throwing a lot of unfair slow sink suspensions off the drop off. So I'm going to take off down the old intercoastal canal, and everywhere there's an oyster reef or a cut, I'm going to throw that suspension bait and just drop it off the edge. Let's do this. I'm in about a foot of water on a grass flat, but I got a barge coming down the canal, so what I'm going to do is shoot up even further into this skinny flat and give him lots of room, because once he passes, he's going to start sucking water. Depends on what kind of load they're carrying as to how much water they draw. I've seen them suck a marsh dry with shrimp flipping on the bottom. So you just want to let them pass, give yourself plenty of room for a little bit of a water draw. Once they pass, you're fine. Get back in the canal or whatever you got to do. I was kind of working my way down the flats and the broken islands, keeping in mind that I was going to fish the canal edge on the way back. The conditions pick the lure picks the rod. What do I mean by that? There's a lot of grass floating around. Check it out. See that grass floating? That grass floating is telling me, Ty, if you want to throw topwater this morning, you're going to have to go weedless, because every cast I'm going to pick up a big clump of salad. Don't want to do that. My absolute new favorite topwater is the Unfair Rip and Slash 90 floater. This thing is produced when other topwaters just won't. The conditions pick the lure picks the rod. If I'm fishing a drop off and there's no grass, I'm gonna go with suspension bait. The drop off is deeper, the suspension bait will run a little deeper. The condition pick the lure. Now this is an Unfair Rip and Slash. This is a heavier bait. So I'm gonna go with a medium to medium heavy rod. I get out here, the grass is super bad, even too bad for a single hook topwater. I'm gonna use a fluke. Weedless worm hook. This has no weight on it. I'm just going to twitch it on top or let it sink a little bit into the grass. It's not going to pick up any grass out here. But in order to do that with no weight, I'm going to need a very sensitive rod. This is a 7-foot 3-inch rod, medium action. I can really whip this super light bait a long way, and I've only got 15-pound braid on here. The lighter the braid, the further the cast. So there you go. The conditions pick the lure picks the rod. You didn't hear that from me though. I was seeing signs of our recent red tide wasn't doing any good, so I decided to run deeper, constantly changing to what's going on. I'm bumping gulp on the bottom around some industrial areas. Kind of deep. Let's see what we can't find. Just got broke off. Good as live bait. If you know how to work a gulp, man, it's almost like having live bait. It's got stink, it's got smell, it's got taste. And if you know how to work it, it's got movement. Awesome. I got a little bit of red tide working today. Thought maybe if we went low and slow, we might be able to get something. Sure enough, just broke off, and I had a sea robin follow me up to the edge of the boat. See what we can't find. Gulp on bottom, baby. Super deep around the industrial canals. Now, when I was a kid visiting my grandma and grandpa Boudreaux in Houma, Louisiana, I had an aunt and uncle that had a ice house that would service the shrimp boats in Dulac, and it sat on a canal like this, had a big bulkhead, and I'd sit out there all day with dead shrimp, throw it on bottom, and I'd catch red drum, black drum, eels, specks, flounder, hardheads, gaff top, jacks. You never knew, you never knew what was coming through there, and this reminds me a lot of that. There's always fish hanging around structure in canals, especially when tide's moving through. Really good. So I'll just keep working this jig around all this structure till I find something. Yeah, look at here. Come on now. Thought that was a big pinfish. I stand corrected, folks. That's a baby jackerel. Well, well, well. I love jacks, man. They are such a good fight. Even these tiny guys. Try to get away. Try to get away. I was offshore. I'd nose hook him through the nose with a circle hook and I'd throw him behind the boat. But I ain't, so I can't, so I won't. There you go. Baby jackerel. Alright, let's let him go. There you go. Super aggressive to take such a big bait. Wow, check that out. You can see the water depth on the piping. I guess that's the rig legs. Check it out. 320, 330. This one's going up to 450 foot deep. That's pretty cool. About 20 foot deep back here. I bet in the wintertime this is a good hole. Drop some live shrimp on bottom or something. I bet some stuff stacks up in here. Oh, there we go. There we go. What's up, ladyfish? Hey, go in, man. I'm about 20 feet deep right here. Still throwing the gulp with a little bit heavier jig head on there. If I could just get out of this floating grass, maybe we can go back to the original plan. Suspension baits on the drop-off. Finally, a spot on the canal with no grass. Let's throw some suspensions. Skipjack. Boy, did I ever get a skipjack here. I caught him earlier. I threw him on bottom. Alright, suspension bait nail something. Lizardfish. Snagged the lizard. Took a swipe at it and missed. Snagged his booty. Well, the unfair rip and slash is catching the gamut. I'm a lizardfish and I'm gonna eat this rip and slash. Come on, man. Give me a redfish or a monster speck or something. Jeez. Baitcasters in a kayak make for really relaxed shoulders. The reel on top versus having the reel hanging below makes for a different situation, a more comfortable situation to me. Resting the rod in my lap, twitching, shoulders are relaxed. Having a reel on top of the rod in a kayak is a big asset. It takes a little longer to get them down, but once you do, man, you really got something. Throwing baits all day? Ideally, I like to switch between spinning rod and baitcaster to give each arm a break. You just inflated it, buddy. Man, I've caught everything but what I want to catch today, man. Look at that buffer fish. Jeez Louise. Rip and slash catches it all. Big old boat just came over here and tried to make a big old wake, and right in front of him I just caught that speck. Bam, that's what's up. I love it. That boy ain't catching nothing over there in that stupid plastic boat. Make a big circle around him and try to flip him over. He didn't catch nothing back there. I just caught 3. There goes my wedding ring. That's why I got backups. Oh, don't kill me, Teresa. Don't do it.
Don't kill me, Teresa. Don't do it.
It was an accident. I got speck slime on it. Caught everything in the book other than what I wanted to catch today. Finally got to do the suspension baits off the edge. I'm gonna go ahead and drift it on back to the car and chunk a little top water till I get there. Always gotta do it to the last minute, man. We'll catch y'all next time right here on 30 Miles Out. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all our sponsors. You know, no matter what you do in life, it's good to have a plan. Those plans don't always work out. Because of that, I like to try to stay flexible. I like to try to bend, see what's going on, see if my plan's working. If my plan's not working, then start working with what's being presented to me. Today, thought I was going to throw the channel the whole time, but the grass was so bad, I had to change it up a little bit, and I actually got an opportunity to work the channel edge on the way back. So hey, keep on fishing your area, keep on trying different techniques, learn from other people, and you'll master where you are. Probably catch a lot more fish than I caught today. But hey, any day on the water is good for me. I'd like to give a shout out to, I can't remember his name. Whatever. You got that, Teresa? I don't have a good memory.